Yo, 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 yo. What is up, gamers? We are back with another mini flipping pod. You feel what I'm saying? Today, I'm going to be talking about how I am fully getting back into fitness and about how I'm also, playing games and shit. Now that I'm like fully getting back into gaming too, you know? There's a lot of things in my life that like now that I'm like mentally, I guess, stable, quote unquote. Not as in like a bad thing. I mean like as in like a mental health thing. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not fucking psychotic. All right, relax. But anyways, uh, but like I'm having a really good time right now in my life, and so I'm just like I'm mentally clear every day. I feel good every day. I'm working hard every day. I'm making sure that my family's good every day. I'm making sure that I'm good every day, and everything's beautiful. Anyways, but like recently I just bought myself like some supplements, and like I'm getting back into that. I'm getting back into really getting back into gaming. And it's been really enjoyable. Sorry, little yawn. But like it's been a lot, and it's been really good. I've been really excited. I've been really happy. I've been really just excited about life right now. It's just everything's been great. I can't say that enough. I know I say that every week, but I'm just being honest. All right, don't get on me for just being honest. All right. Anyways, um, but I have been really good. I've been really good. I've been gaming a lot. I've been doing things a lot. I've been just keeping myself busy. There's been like a lot of things that like have been really good about, and also I'm gonna be honest, I've been letting myself fall into boredom sometimes too, which is really good and healthy. You know what I mean? Like literally the other day, I literally all I did was like just scroll and watch regular show, and that felt amazing. This is after a work day too, and like or like after being sick or whatever. And I just was like, you know what? Screw all this. I'm just gonna literally scroll and watch regular show. I'm done. I'm done. And that's what I did. So and that's really healthy sometimes too. So I've been like really good with like keeping track of what I genuinely feel, and I've been doing what's right for myself, and I don't know. I've been realizing like a lot of things that like I tend to kind of get deep into the mindset of like like why would I do this, why would I do that, why should I do this, and like I also overthink things a lot, and like I just need to like I even overthink gaming, like in a way like I usually like there comes moments where like I tend to automatically go to YouTube when I feel like in the back of my mind I'm like I feel like I should be gaming right now. You know what I mean? Like I even overthink my hobbies, and like I even overthink my the things that I do outside of work. You know what I mean? And so like whenever I get to that moment, I'm like, oh bro, I can't be doing this. And like it makes me just go fall into this deep depression. To be honest, like I'm gonna be honest with you, like I'm just like, ugh, man, I'm just not happy. I just, I get this like headache feeling, and then like I just straight up am like, like I just straight up just get into my head and shit. So that's what I get a lot, whenever I'm like in that moment, I just fall deep into it, and then I get tired from it too. I get exhausted, even more exhausted than if I were to do the hobbies and do the thing. Like it's just like today. to the whole night for like hours. I just spent, gaming with my dad, and it felt like 5 minutes. I'm not even gonna lie, because we were just having fun doing our thing, So, and it was great. My dad was yelling at me the entire time, and um, and it was just great. But like, I don't know. I just tend to get into my head about things a lot, and it's just with me. It's kind of hard because like I'm always I'm always an overthinker, with things and just life in general. I overthink things all the time because like I don't have a source of like I don't know. Like I can't take, outside pressure, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like I tend to fall under pressure in terms of outside pressure. Like if I'm trying to get out of something that's like really pressurized, and somebody else outside of that thing is starting to add pressure on that, I'm like, bro, relax. I'm just trying to like do my thing, and I'm just trying to get out of the situation. But like you're just out here trying to add things onto it, and I'm just like, well, that doesn't help me, in the moment. So like I just, like when somebody's yelling at me when I'm like even at work, like I tend to do that a lot. Whereas like even at work, like whenever I'm like getting backed up and I'm like have a lot of tickets, I have a lot of shit going on, and I'm trying to get out of it, and then somebody else outside of it is like adding the more pressure. I'm not talking about helping. Helping is a different type of different type of thing. When somebody is helping me on the line, I always am like, okay, cool, let's get to it, let's do it up. Yeah, I need help, cool. But when there's like when I'm trying to get out of a situation, and when like my chef or even somebody else like starts yelling at me on the outsider's perspective, and it's just like, yo, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're not helping. You know what I mean? So like I tend to fall under the pressure when there's outside pressure. I start to forget things. I start to fumble. I start to even like just lose all function, and that's what it is. Like it's not me like not understanding anything. It's just for me, trying to get out of the situation, and then hearing a bunch of other shit just like start to come in. I'm like, bro, what are we yelling about? And then that's when I start to get distracted. I'm just like, well, if we're trying to get out of the situation, if I'm trying to get out of the situation, I can't do it with other people, yelling at me. It's like if anybody else were to try to get out of the situation, why would you make the situation worse by adding more onto it, And so I don't know. I tend to fall under pressure a lot, and like especially like I said, when people are like adding pressure onto what you're already under, like if I'm trying to figure something out, and then I get yelled at for something while I'm in the middle of it, I'm like, I'm gonna get angry or I'm gonna freeze. It's just like with anybody else, really. But I don't know. I just felt that today, like I was trying to get out of a situation in like the game. It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying this as a bad thing, but like, from this situation, it made me realize like, realize those things, and I'm like, okay, well, but what the situation was, the light situation, it was me just trying to like get out of like a fight, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna get out of my thing. I'm gonna just shoot away and just be able to do my thing, and be able to live another day, you know. But then my dad was like yelling at me and all this shit, and I was like, "What, Dad? I don't need this right now." And I just started freezing. I literally did. I just started freezing and freaking out, and then I died. And I was like, What happened? So like, I don't know. I start losing function whenever people start yelling at me. Whenever I'm trying to get out of a situation, you know. So that situation is 10 times less than what actual life situations are. But so, if anything, it made me learn, you know. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just I'm just a sensitive little flower, you know what I mean? In that way, particularly. But anyways, I'm done yapping. I don't know what I'm napping about. I lost track after that. But all I'm gonna say overall, is that I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling great. And that I don't know. Yeah, everything's been really good, really. And I'm slowly learning life and slowly learning things and slowly understanding how to function. And so I don't know. I'm still going to therapy every single week, and everything's been really good. Um, and so yeah, I'm feeling good. Hope you are too. I really hope you are too. If you guys wanted to, if you see this random video pop up, then you know, watch it, man, for like more than just a second. You know, if you're here, then I'm surprised. But I just wanna, you know, let you know, like, if you wanna, I don't know, if you wanna do something down there, then cool. If you don't, then so be it. But this is just for the people that watched all the way. Um, I don't know. I'm losing track of my thoughts. I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna just go ahead and relax, chill, and just, you know, enjoy the rest of the night. Talk to you guys later. Deuces.